Hello, welcome back to Rimworld. We are continuing our playthrough here and starting to stabilize, I think. Our mood is doing okay. Everything's getting rebuilt and cleaned up. We're re-centralizing things that should have been centralized for a while now. We just got a bunch of steel from burning down these mechs, so that's pretty great. I think we're finally getting some of this stuff cleaned up here. Okay, so we have a couple beds we can break down, right? We don't need normal beds or good beds. Go ahead and... Does anybody have a worse than normal bed? These are excellent, so we don't want to break those down. We can go ahead and break that down, break that down. That should be 4 beds we can move up there, which is great. We are starting to move the food, which is fantastic. That needs to happen, like, critically. I think we are finally getting to... I mean, we're using the human meat right now, which is not ideal, but we need to butcher some creatures and get some meat available. Let's go ahead and change the rules here. Save some of that human meat for kibble later on if we can, but I definitely want to try to maximize what we have available to us. We need to move our animal pens up. We need to actually haul all this stuff up at some point, and we need to build more stuff up here. Fabrication bench is broken down, which is less than ideal. Observe rotting corpse. Well, there's going to be a lot of those. Oh, here we go. Granite shelves are getting built finally. Looks like we're finally ripping apart the granite, and we're getting the hydroponics basin up and running up here, which is fantastic. That's definitely something that's needed to happen. Are these all linked together? They are, so that should just be food, which is great. We really need to send somebody off map with all this leather. But I was kind of hoping we'd start producing stuff. Like we have people running around without proper outfits on because we're out and we just need to make more. That hasn't happened yet. I think we're just out of cloth. So it's looking for normal or legendary. Okay, I mean, I guess it's fine. We apparently have enough parkas. But I don't know why anybody wouldn't be wearing that stuff. Maybe they are now. I feel like he's not, though. Yeah, I don't see a parka on you. Oh, because you're probably sleeping. That's why. We have to get this corpse out of here. It's causing some mood issues. All right, let's go ahead and get you out of the way. I'm hoping we could break down these flak vests before they completely disintegrate. That would be really helpful to break that down. And that kind of means I need to move this because it's kind of far away from where we are over here. So let's move this whole getup if we can. I hesitate to put it here because I think I'm going to build another one down here at some point. So maybe I should just put it over here instead. That way it's still relatively close by, but not exactly in the way. We'll put that there. We'll rip it down. Make sure we're allowing everything. We are. Let's go ahead and just deconstruct all that. All right, another tantrum. That's just general furniture tantrum. Just fine. We're still losing animals to malnutrition. That needs to stop. Yeah, all of our animals are going to die from malnutrition. Yep, there it goes. It's probably going to be the last of the yaks. All right, so who is the person who can leave our colony? Let's do warning. So Bonnie cannot. She would get knocked out almost immediately. Borla, I think you're going to end up being the person who does a lot of running around here in a second. So let's go ahead and generate the world map. I think we're going to want to go up here first. It's probably the closest one. And you have restock, so let's go ahead and form a caravan. I don't want to put too much on you, but I definitely need at least something. We are low on food, which is less than ideal, but let's go ahead and take as much food as we can. We're going to take the plain leather, the light leather, the bear skin. We'll leave the blue fur. I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else we can really take. I guess we could grab... I don't really want to run around grabbing all these bows and stuff. I think that's just going to be a disaster, so... And this tainted stuff isn't really worth much. We can go ahead and grab some of this stuff just because it's got some value in it. And nobody's going to be wearing it. Alright, that should be good. So let's go ahead and run with that for now. Should be fairly quick to get all that stuff together and get off the map. Hopefully we'll be able to buy more food and some components. Just kind of get all that stuff together would be ideal. Several hunters lack range weapon. That's not too surprising. All right, did he punch a bed? I don't know what he did. Oh, he busted up a thrombo chair. No. Well, that's not great. That's all right. We'll build more. All right, we are busting, or we're deconstructing those beds, which means they should move to these excellent quality beds, which is just going to be better for them in general. They're going to be happier. We are getting more of these shelves built, which is good. Hopefully we can start hauling some of the stuff, which would be even better. We are cooking. Our mood's pretty solid, which is good. All right, caravan is moving. So we were able to scoop up most of that stuff. And we can see a lot of it has been picked up. Not everything. There's still a fair amount of blue fur scattered around. What the heck happened to you? Let's rescue you. A lot of fighting. All right, here we are. We got a bunch of ingredients over here. So hopefully we get around to melting all this stuff down. It is bad temperature, so the work rate is a little slower. I think we are going to have to get like a heater up here just to keep them good enough. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. I think it's time to start moving some of this stuff up here. I don't know if we're going to ever have more than 3. Seems pretty unlikely given the current state of everything. So I think it's fine to just rip that apart, and we'll reinstall one of these chairs over here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. It is facing in the wrong direction. Let's go ahead and reinstall that like so. Oh, they're beating each other up. Seem to be doing all right, getting some of this steel put together. I think the temperature is bad over here, which is why they haven't actually planted anything yet. All right, so how can we solve that problem? All right, let's see. Temperature. We need to move some stuff up there. Well, really, we need to just build more of these instead of move them. All right, we'll put one here. We'll put one here. See if that's enough to keep the room lit enough, I guess, or warm enough, I should say. All right, how much more steel do we need? I feel like we need a lot of steel. All right, we could do some of these, which is probably a good idea to keep the mood elevated while people are still running around and not having complete meltdowns, at least not at this point in time. All right, that was boring. Let's do another one. I'm actually a little surprised at 97% that did not go as well as I thought it would. All right, that was fun. So that's a +8 mood. Once we get this rebuilt, I can feel a little more confident about moving everything else up there. Because really, Apron's the only one doing any of this right now. I'm a little shocked we haven't hauled this stuff away yet. Not completely, but a little. We have a lot of people capable of hauling. All right, who's capable of crafting? I'd love to put somebody on the job of smelting all this stuff down. All right, we got a caravan arriving. That's fantastic. Running a little low on food, which is not a surprise. Go ahead and sell all of this stuff. We'll keep the berries just because that's useful to us. 1,600 silver to work with. We could buy a couple fine meals, I think. That can get us by. Definitely want components. And that pretty much spends all our money. Cloth would be good, right? So we can get like 100 cloth just so we can start making some medicine. And we won't worry about any of this other stuff at this point. Would be nice to buy some of these. But we could try coming back for that later, I think. All right, let's go ahead and zoom back into our colony. We should be making some progress there. All right, who's our major break risk? Huntsman? Why are you like close to breaking down? You just don't like rotting corpses? I feel like we're gonna lose all of our animals. Is there any chance of us getting rice over here? Like, can we just haul over as much rice as is feasible? Just to get something to these animals before they die? I think that's good, because that means they're not immediately dying. Do we have... Okay, we do have enough muffalos to keep the herd going. We might have enough yaks if they give birth to a boy. We have enough stallions. So as long as we can keep it together at this point, we should be okay. Not perfect, but it should be okay in general. Really need to move the pen more than anything. And the pen does not need to be this big because they're not grazing, right? We're feeding them. So we probably could make a smaller pen. We'll just make it the size of one of these areas. And then let's build a fence gate. And then we can build a pen marker. We'll put it all the way in the back so it doesn't get destroyed as easy. And then we can go ahead and build up like a little thing, and then we can move all the animals up there. That's the hope anyway. I definitely don't need this rabbit. Like, he can just get slaughtered. And I don't really see any weapons here to grab. So let's just equip a normal one for you right now. Your shooting is pretty good, so we want you to have something. You can grab this. JD Cohen. We do have some wildlife on the map, so we probably should hunt that. We are repairing this finally. We're getting around to doing repairs, which are overdue at this point, in my opinion. Right, who is throwing a fit and breaking stuff? You're just punching a wall, which is fine. You can punch walls all you need. We could run around behind you and repair everything you're damaging. We're out of food, which is less than great. Although we have a ton of food down here, we just need to haul it. All right, so we need to build up, let's just build up a steel door here, and we'll just make that zone. All right, we'll just copy the settings. We'll go ahead and expand the zone. Put it right here. Paste the settings. Don't be bringing stuff back. Just stop. All right, let's deconstruct those sleeping spots. We can go ahead and build some animal sleeping spots up here. Of course, they're not going to need anywhere near as many as they had because most of them died, but that's okay. All right, we need to get the animals out of this pen. We actually need to deconstruct this pen entirely. Let's go ahead and just do one of these. Actually, we can deconstruct all of this. I need to get these walls open too, so we can start moving that stuff up, because that needs to happen as well. They need to stop doing this hauling back and forth stuff. Let's haul this rice, because I think food's going to take a little higher priority than making advanced components and stuff. Like, that seems a little ridiculous. Yeah, food is definitely reaching a critical point here. All right, let's go ahead and build up. Structure wise, we need to build some steel walls over here again. We're going to want steel doors here, and that way those can all be indoors. But we actually don't want it to be completely indoors because we want this stuff to break down. Right, this needs to be unforbidden. Somebody can haul that away. All right, bury that person, get that out of there because they're just going to get mad about that. All right, food production is back in business. That is fantastic because we are literally starving to death. All right, is this room getting warm enough? I feel like it should be getting warm enough. Are they just not planting here yet? All right, caravan has arrived. Borla is on the way back. We got some random sheep joining the colony. All right, we should be able to haul these animals. Now that that's broken down, we should be moving them all over here. Actually, we got to move our caravan spot right up here and get rid of this one. Well, also, I think we still need to maintain an outdoor ritual spot, but we can deconstruct the one down there. Did I just build two on accident? I might have. Yes, I did. So you just move them back into that pen. That's where they should be. Where are you going? No, we want this pen marker to be gone. That pen marker is causing confusion. This is also causing some problems. Can we please get this built up? Sooner than later would be ideal. Hoover is already working on it apparently, so hopefully that gets resolved. We still have two unowned excellent beds. Actually, we have several, but let's go ahead and deconstruct this one, and deconstruct that one. These are excellent, so that should take care of the rest of them. We might need to reposition them and have them like placed in a circle around a end table, but did we just break the power line? I think we did. Let's repair these conduits where they kind of got busted apart. He's still tantruming. He needs to stop, man. Pretty brutal. Right. Food binge is terrible given our current situation. Let's rescue Brit on our way back. I think our mood is getting better. Mech cluster over here. Whoa, that's kind of big, but they're kind of like walled off, which is nice. I can probably relatively ignore them unless there is a auto turret. I don't see one. Hopefully I can just ignore them then. So let's go ahead and put together, expand the allowed area of work to include all of this. And I think it already includes most of this down here, which is fine. I don't want to come too close to this turret. All right, and let's put everybody on work. It should be roughly everything they were already doing. Killing this guy would be really helpful because that would give us a decent chunk of meat to, you know, start making meals with. Although we have enough food at the moment. We are finally planting over here too, which is great. We are digging away. We have a decent amount of steel here still, which is good. Okay, that should be plenty of beds to meet everybody's needs and still be excellent quality, which is going to help with the mood. Megasloth Revenge. You got good shooting skill. You should be fine. All right, the hope is that we finish up these comms consoles and fabrication benches so that we can actually get that completely moved up here. Because this is definitely taking its time, but we're eventually getting everything moved up here. This is the biggest pain, going down here and hauling all this stuff back. So if we can get that closer to base, that'll be good. We need to reinstall all these power cells somewhere a little more appropriate. So let's keep doing that. I need to wall them in too. I can't just leave them like one bad mortar hit and this would be a nightmare. We would lose so much power. I mean, I don't even know if a single wall, like even plasteel walls around them, I don't even know if that would be enough to mitigate explosions, but I'd have to try. It's probably a really bad idea to put it that close to our beds as well. YOLO only once, as they say. All right, that should be enough to keep it going. Let's put a conduit there as well. Bonnie is in a daze, not too surprising. I wish the weather would get nicer so these corpses would, like, disappear. There's still way too many corpses on the map. It is good to have these animals closer. I'm going to make kibble up just so that we get some kibble growing and can hopefully feed these animals and keep them from dying. Try to get ahead of that for once would be ideal. All right, we are slowly breaking down this old base. A little bit at a time. You know, we need to move Butcher Creature back up because we are just running out of food. We're way too close to being out of food. All right, let's get some cooking done. This actually needs to be lower priority. This is preferred, but these need to be... Oh, they are important. This is not. Okay. All right, that's part of the problem. All right, let's go ahead and cook all that. Once this is all grown here, and we can just haul the rice directly to here, we should be in much better shape. It's this long hauling that is causing us so much grief. We have plenty of rice. Like, we have plenty of rice to go cook, but we just don't have the manpower to haul it all. I actually feel like maybe temporarily we need to move hauling up to like 1 for everyone. Let's just see what happens when we do that. I know planting, you know, goes left to right, so they'll plant everything first, but if I can just get people to do the hauling and get everything up there, that would be amazing. We also need to move some of these batteries. I think we can put the batteries over here. Move this battery up there too, even though it's busted. We can always repair it. I don't want this being a gathering spot because it's not really good quality. Like, people are, it's not beautiful. There's not a lot of people to be too happy about being up here. I do want this just to be EMP grenades, so I want everything else out of here. And I want this being like a critical spot for EMP grenades, because those need to be up there like pretty much as quickly as possible. Flooring, I do need to make this prettier just because people are going to be in here. And actually, I should make this whole thing concrete, just not in here. All right, let's go ahead and try to build that. I do want some dark lights in there as well. I feel like that needs to happen. So let's get those going. A little standing lamp right here could be good. And I think we have to put some chairs over here as well, just so we maximize the comfort. If we have any art we can put in there, that would be good too. These are not done being built yet. Looks like we're mostly waiting on steel, so hopefully we can dig more up. Food is not a complete crisis yet, but it's not great. Looks like we are still working on quite a bit of hauling. I wish they'd prioritize food hauling. We do have Resurrector Mech Serum. Dang it. I thought we didn't. That's unfortunate. We could have saved, was it Hiroto? I mean, I guess we're not saving anybody now, but we theoretically could have saved them. All right, we need to get some animal food going, like, ASAP. Well, what are you doing? You're building concrete? No, you are not. You are going to make some animal food. I guess not. Oh, the issue is it's not within range. That's right, because we didn't want them running all over the place hauling stuff. So I really need this rice to exist up here. So what's happening to this rice? Did it just get used almost immediately? Not exactly sure what transpired there. Looks like we're starting to haul rice though, which is good. We really need to get as much of that up there as possible. All right, here we go. Some proper food. What do you mean missing protein? Do we not have human meat selected for... Oh, we definitely should select that. All right, Fletcher, I know you want to do simple meals, but our poor animals need to eat. All right, that's rebuilt, so we can go ahead and deconstruct that now. Still having some more tantrums going on around here, which is not great. What just got busted? Just break a power conduit? Now is not the time to be breaking power conduits, my man. We can deconstruct the door. We can deconstruct the shelf. I don't think we actually need the shelf at all. Let's reinstall this up here, right? Because we need something to help with mood. That can go there. That's fine. Did somebody break the fence? Come on, man. We do have some food in there, so that's good. I don't really want the flak vests in this. Anything smeltable I don't want in here, right? Because smeltable stuff I would love to just break down for parts. It'd be way more beneficial. All right, come on, let's haul some of this food. So much food, yet no progress being made because we haven't hauled it. This should be a nice infusion though. Once these finish growing, that should really help us. All right, animals should be getting fed pretty well. Hopefully that takes care of the animal starvation, or mostly. Certainly won't do all of it. We really need to get the Molotovs over here and get that burning, because every time they see the corpses, they get like angry. And there's so much hauling to do. Like all this stuff's got to get hauled up there, and they're kind of prioritizing it more than food for some reason, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I'm gonna like manually force people to haul the food, because that seems to be a much bigger issue. All this food, my guys. Colonist needs rescue. Hopefully you're all right. I'm guessing that was Bonnie collapsing. Wouldn't be too surprising given that she collapses for everything. I guess we can carry up that money. You need to we just need as much of this food hauled as possible before you run around hauling other crap. Come on, guys, you know better. Don't need to worry about harvesting more rice. All the stuff you already got. And then we can focus on... Oh, wait. The door needs to be held open. Alright, yeah, that could definitely be a little bit of an issue there. Okay, door's open. Now they can go eat. I'm like, why are they still starving? Alright, so I think... Yeah, we don't really have much... We don't have any wildlife on the map. So we only have vegetarian stuff right now. I feel like we can start moving towards lavish meals again, if we can. That would help with some of the mood. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's a lot more rice, but we have it. We do need to do more cleaning. I think the people who are in charge of cleaning need to stop hauling so they could focus on cleaning. Things are getting pretty dirty. Or was that Q? You're one of our cleaners, right? So you're going to run around cleaning everything? All right, let's definitely clean the kitchen, because that is desperately bad. And that actually matters. Not just for mood, but for actual quality of food being generated. All right, how we doing up here with getting this stuff built? Still seem to be a little iffy on the fabrication bench, but we should be getting there. I think we're just waiting for these to finish building. I gotta allow that one too, because that's within range. So once these three are built, the rest of the steel should be freed up for other projects that we're doing. We do have a decent amount of medicine again because we've been using the cloth to build that up. So that's good. Chemical starvation, less than ideal, but tis what it is. Can we not rescue Hoover? What's going on there? Psychite dependency, left leg destroyed. So I think you actually, I think we have a leg. So let's get a bionic leg up and running. That would be great. Q, what are you doing? You're cleaning. Okay, that's perfect. Of course, we had to break one of the good beds. So now Tishberg doesn't have a bed at all, which is not good. We need to get this corpse out of here too. Let's look at furniture. Let's get some more beds being built, but first we need an end table. So let's go ahead and we're probably gonna want to put this there, put this here, put this here, and reinstall this here. And then we'll do an end table in the middle, and then we can build up some more beds after all that's relocated. Rip, what's going on with you, my man? You're depressed? I mean, I'd be pretty depressed if I had food poisoning. Less than ideal. Right, we got quell surgery going on. That seemed to go off without a hitch. All right, one more, and then we are... all the rest of the steel is going to be used up here. Mood should get better now that we're refocusing on cleaning. That's something we... When I checked that box to... when I made everybody do hauling, it prioritized that over cleaning, so the cleaning was kind of falling to the wayside. I really should have left the cleaning people on cleaning to make sure everything stayed good in that regard, because not being clean is never a great situation. Right, we got to haul this other body out of there. All right, somebody will haul it at some point. All right, kibble is going okay. We are kind of running out of food again. Not out, but running a little bit low. I should not put meals in here at all. Just kibble is all that's really needed, so we should really focus on that more than anything. We are shy a bed, so I do need to get some beds up and running. Let's see if we can at least get an excellent quality out of any of these. All right, so all steel now. We're done with this. So all steel should be used to like build this out, which is great. I really want to migrate as much of this up there as possible. We are out of chem fuel. Yikes. It is definitely going to affect us. We do have this geothermal generator back up and running though, so it's not an immediate crisis. All right, this is starting to look a lot better than it was. You just keep smelting what you got to smelt. All right, this is good. We're starting to get the rest of this stuff hauled up there. We're still hauling food, but we're also kind of chipping away at this pile over here. I really want to get everything hauled out of here. I don't want to break it down until we get everything hauled out, because I don't want it like rotting in the wind, but no, this is good. And once we get a little extra steel reserve, I want to come up here and start keep expanding this, get this up and running so we have more food closer to home. Because the running back and forth for food is definitely causing a pretty massive bottleneck for me, which is not good. Who's got a medical emergency? What's going on with you? Oh, you need psychite administered to you. I don't think we have any. Do we have it flagged here? I don't think we're making psychite tea. We need to do that. We need to do that until we have like 100. Drop on floor. Any worker, unlimited range. Yes, we absolutely need to do this. Copy this to here. That is definitely contributing to our problem. I'm gonna bump this up. I want this psychite tea being made. All right, some of the garbage is deteriorating, which is great. We need to administer psychite to this man. What is our drug policy? Is it set up correctly? Safe mood drug use. Yes, I'm guessing that's probably set correctly. I think it's every 3 days actually, because there's a chance it can make you addicted. He has a genetic addiction, so we definitely want to make sure that he gets it as fast as possible. But yeah, the psychite tea could really help with the mood situation too. I'm surprised we did not focus. I didn't catch that earlier, but it would be really good to do that as well. Let's definitely get hunters ranged weapons. That should be a thing we do. You're already going up there. You go get something. The heck? All right, Britt, you go get that assault rifle. And then you are our last boy here. Let's go pick up another assault rifle. Quality's not that great. Oh, there's an excellent one. Let's get that excellent one. That's better for you anyway. All right, let's, do we have enough power? I feel like we're running a little low on power. I think part of that is we are out of chem fuel and we were relying on chem fuel down here. What were we using for this? All right, let's move that up there. And then let's build a couple copies of this. Then we can deconstruct the ones down here. And let's reinstall this stuff up here. I think we're good to plant. I do want to make a growing zone for the the fiber corn, because that could grow off that light. It'll take forever, but it can grow off that light. Let's reinstall these down here since we can't grow it there anyway. I think one's probably enough. Let's go ahead and move that up there. We can put this light up here as well. Hopefully we can copy the settings up there. Now we're really starting to make some progress, which is fantastic. I wish I could just copy all of it, and maybe I can. I'm just being dumb, but pretty sure you can't. Bionic arms would be huge, because that would put Vic back in the game. He has no arms right now, which is obviously less than ideal. I'm not messing with that right now. Actually, you know what? That's got 66 scythers. That could be good, right? 18 days. There will be a raid with 66. I mean, the scythers would just be like free metal, and that would be kind of nice. How is Bonnie? She's got 16 planning. How is she botching harvests? I mean, I know her brain has an injury, but still. Wildlife, we have a lot more on the map. We should definitely go hunting. That would be the smarter thing to do. Do you want to reinstall these chairs? Hey, a Persona Core offer. We could look at that. This is not good. We should probably put that out. What is in the cargo pods? Insect jelly. I mean, okay. It's something. We're still in like hauling mode. I do want to make sure to have lights everywhere that we can, right? Because that's not just mood, that's speed of movement. We really should put lights outside too, like just to make it go along quicker. I think we're running out of power, which is deeply disturbing. I want to make sure I get this up and running if we can, because like that would help us maintain power. We're going to lose a lot of food if we keep losing power. All right, is everything plugged in properly? I think it is. I think it's just because we're out of chem fuel generators. So we really need to start flicking off the things we're not using right this second, because it's costing us a lot of power. Like, nobody's in the prison, so we could probably turn that off. This can be reinstalled. Where do we want to put this? I feel like we need another room. Maybe that's what'll go in here, is the research stuff. I also need to expand our hospital. I don't think our hospital is good enough. I unfortunately cannot build that, or can't move it. I have to build it. Is all our power over here connected? I know we've broken a couple things over time. That's connected. None of this matters anymore. That is connected. This does not need to exist anymore. If anything, we need to move this up here and somewhere else. Let's copy the settings from this one, paste it over to here, and then go ahead and delete that, so we're not hauling garbage over to there anymore. We do have the trade beacon still over here. I need to move it to here, I think. All right, Huntsman, I'm going to try to do everything I can to like reverse his aging and get him in proper shape, because I feel like he's gone through a lot. We've replaced a lot of his parts. It'd be really nice if we can kind of do that for him. This all needs to get busted down. We don't need any of this anymore. This can be reinstalled here, right? That light can go back on. Oh no, that was the worst possible thing I could have done. I accidentally indicated to deconstruct this thing while we were in a state of extremely low power, like when we're struggling with power. That is not good. What am I doing? This should be warm enough. I don't think I need another heater in here. Where else could I use this heater? I mean, it kind of needs to be disabled for now, but maybe, all these rooms have heaters. This room doesn't have a heater. Let's go ahead and put one in here. All right, Buffalo Revenge. It's only 2 of them, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, flooring. We're gonna remove all these floors. Should free up some resources for us. All this can be deconstructed. Although I am a little hesitant because, this actually should be fine. I think this is all still relatively enclosed. At least the things I need to worry about. Yeah, let's cancel the deconstruction of this for the time being. Hopefully they're gonna come around. Yeah, it looks like they're making their way over this way. All right, let's get all these people over here. We can equip some of these weapons. People along the way that for some reason still don't have a weapon equipped. Can we just take them out? I think we might be able to. Like they're pretty scattered. Well, Boyd, I actually think you can equip a thrombo horn, right? Probably don't want to go that way, my dude. Probably want to come this way. Yeah, you need to go this way. All right, we should be good to just take these guys out. I think we have enough firepower to not have to worry about hiding behind the base here. Although I feel like, yeah, they're burning the base down over here. All right, well, hopefully we kill enough that they just run away. Yeah, these are all terrible. All right, we got more coming over here, which is fine. We'll take them out too. You're tough recluse. Tough could be good. Another crafter would be nice. All right, I am tempted. Psychically dull, iron-willed could also be good. All right, so who's our best doctors nowadays? Moira. Go ahead and tend to you. And then we got Quell, who's down here. Who's our next best? Vic. You're just putting out a fire. Oh, we need the fire put out over there for sure. Lewin. Okay, you're gonna tend to Porpoise. All right, everybody else, go ahead. Do the other things you need to do. I am definitely going to allow unforbid everything. Hopefully we can do some corpse wrangling here. And wait, how did he die? All right, are you kind of a bummer? We're gonna capture you. Hopefully you won't die in the middle of middle of being healed. It's kind of a nonsense thing. All right, we definitely have to get this built. Biofuel refinery. Okay, it's trying to kill them so that I don't claim them. See what's happening. I know it does not like the idea of me getting more colonists, but I have to replace at least one dead one. Surely somebody up here has some medical skill. What the heck was that? Something just got broke. Ah, it's the walls over here. All right, so this all has to be considered home area so that we actually protect and defend it. That broke. Oh my goodness, we are gonna have some major power issues, which is not great. All right, well, hopefully we get this figured out. I'm gonna put the cut in here for today because I feel like we've made good enough progress for now, but things are not great. I mean, we're doing okay, and most of the stuff has been moved up here now, but now we're struggling with power. Like, we have major power issues that are going to cause a lot of grief for us in the immediate future. We also have a couple busted walls that I do not want to forget to fix. So we're going to have to make sure that that is repaired because we don't want people coming in the wrong direction and causing us all sorts of additional grievances. Yeah, so I think we will call it there. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.